You're listening to Off-Road Garage Podcast, and here are Jason and Jim.
And we're live.
And that's it, dude.
Cut the music, son.
I'm working on it.
What's going on, man?
Oh, man, living dreams as always.
Yeah?
In this great state of not allowed to do anything.
Hey, but we've got a special guest that can do stuff.
I know. Pretty excited.
Yeah.
I love having local guests, local company.
Yeah. So we're going to welcome Thomas from 589 Fabrication. Thomas, you there?
I'm here.
I feel so official. That full title.
I know.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
So do you have a title at 589 Fab, like Chief Cook and Bottle Washer? Like, what do you do over there?
Just do like product development manager, I guess.
Okay. Product Development Manager. I like that. And for those that don't know, 589 Fab, it's a Michigan-based company that fabricates bumpers and sliders and stuff for like the mini truck market, focusing on the American-made stuff. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay.
Man, it's like you read a bio or something.
All right.
That was good.
Right. Well, I know that everybody makes Tacoma parts. Like the whole
Yeah.
world makes Tacoma parts,
Yeah.
and the whole world makes Jeep parts. These guys are kind of filling the niche that's not really taken care of.
That's what I like about it.
Yeah. Because
Yeah.
you got the ZR2s and the Rangers are kind of your bread and butter right now. The Rangers being the new ones.
Right.
Which I like the Ranger. It's growing on
Did
me.
you see their flatbed they made?
What? No.
Yeah. Tell them about your blue one you guys have got.
What?
Yeah. So that was the first Ranger we got. We bought like just base models, work truck, vinyl floors, little tiny radio, and we built it up for Overland Expo in 2019 or 18, and had to be 19. Yeah, so we built it up 35-inch trepidors, 3.5-inch lifts, flatbed on the back.
It's super gnarly. Yeah.
That sounds really cool.
They have pictures of it like at Silver Lake when it was a really bad snow wintry thing or something, and it's like a moonscape. They're like crawling through like the
What?
washed out dunes. It's super gnarly.
Dude, I'm kind of down for that.
Yeah.
That was
sweet.
amazing. Probably the best time I've ever had at the Dune.
Because it didn't look like the dunes anymore. It was like sort of like sandstone crawling, sand rock crawling or something.
Oh, because it was all like
Yeah,
frozen
and
over?
then it would just disintegrate underneath you, though.
So was it frozen or just kind of wind whipped?
Just wind whipped.
Okay.
Okay.
All the photos are now. It looks like he's on the moon. Like seriously, there's craters and stuff
Yeah.
everywhere.
Well, we were with him a couple years ago at an event, and I remember you guys were
Giving it to business.
some test vehicles, I think, or
Yeah.
something. I don't know, but you were not holding back, and that was impressive. I was like, that is like a brand new truck, and they're cramming that full size down a trail that
that your ZJ was
I'm
hitting.
getting free pinstriping
Yeah.
on. So
So you know they're testing their
impressed.
stuff at least.
I like it.
So
That's the best part of it.
yeah, you can write it off as a work truck.
Yeah.
What got you here? Like, I mean, I think you were a Jeep guy first. I mean, we've been in the same circle for probably 20 years, but you were like a Jeep guy first, right?
Yeah. So we ended up getting, my wife has a long commute, and she hates driving cars, so she wanted something four-wheel drive, and the diesel Colorado came out, and I was like, that's one, we got to get it. And she absolutely loved it, and, I can't leave anything alone. I wanted to modify it. And I'm like, hey, there's nothing to buy for this truck. So we had to make it.
Let's change that.
Yeah, right.
Love it.
Yeah.
You kind of got to love like the fact that necessity was a mother of invention here. Like there was nothing
Yeah.
cool for that truck, so he started making stuff.
Right. Like some people
Yep.
like base their purchase on what's available for it.
Yeah.
You're just like, I like the diesel Colorado. I'm just gonna make my parts. I like that.
Yeah, and it was just amazing. We took it on a road trip bone stock so we could get 30 miles to the gallon going to Boston.
Right.
And the truck would outlast us. We'd have to stop. It didn't need fuel.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's pretty awesome.
Because my wife's got the gas-powered Colorado 4-door short bed, and
Yep.
it's 25 mpg, and I'm still in the truck, and it's kind of a cool thing because, like you said, it's still a capable little vehicle for what it is.
Yeah.
How
I feel like they stepped it up a level too. It's not that old 97 IFS Chevy 1500. It's just
Right.
way better.
Yeah.
right? I remember the old S10. I wanted one of those so bad. That S10 ZR2 High Rider.
I jumped one of
Yeah.
those
Yeah.
one time. Yeah, it didn't jump well.
No, doesn't fly good.
No. And that, I would like to say it was unintentional, but it was like, hey, I think it was only a few years ago. It was like the $500 truck
Okay.
that a buddy bought. I was like, hey, can we get this running? And I got it running. And he's like, now what do we do with that? I'm like, we got to test drive it. And I skied it out.
We're not jumping the whites anytime soon.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Everything's unintentional until it turns out awesome. Then it was intentional.
There it is.
Well, I knew what was coming up, and I didn't lift.
That was the most. You can tell he's a product development because it's a very scientific answer.
Yes.
Like, oh, it's totally supposed to fail right there.
Yeah, that was the failure part.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. For
Yeah,
sure.
right. Engineered failure. You know.
I remember the year
Exactly.
you're talking about that they came up to that winter snow run at West Branch there, and they had that little ZR2 with that new bumper on it they made.
Yeah.
And it was like a ARB looking thing. It was so rad, dude.
You were all about that.
Oh, I crawled onto that truck for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then didn't you just sell that one recently too?
Yeah, so we had the red one and the white one.
Okay.
So the white one we had first. That one was a diesel. We ended up adding an extra window to the side of the block on that one and swapped it to a 5.3.
Yeah. It's always about.
Yes. Yeah.
Because I saw the ad, and I remember people losing their mind. It was like on Facebook Marketplace, some local dealership had their white one,
Okay.
and it's a
Yeah.
5.3 swap, and they're like, but it says the AC doesn't work. I'm like, but it's a 5.3. Read the entire description before you get mad at it.
Some people.
Yeah, it was a gnarly little truck.
The AC
It was
doesn't work.
it was a truck that wasn't supposed to be. It was it was supposed to be a diesel. We wanted the diesel. I liked the diesel. It blew up, and we just kind of ran out of options. We swapped the junkyard one into it, and then there was no more in the junkyard to buy, and that one had issues. So it's like, well, I guess we're going 5.3, and we're going to figure it out.
Product development.
Product development.
Yep.
Innovation. I
Nice.
like it.
So currently, I mean, what do you guys offer that if anybody's listening has a ZR2 or a Ranger, what can they expect to see on your site?
So anything from full skid plates, shock skids, air compressor mounts, tire carriers, bed racks. We got accessory mounts for inside the bed, so like rotopack, tie lift jack, and we got a lot of cool stuff coming in the next couple months.
Awesome. And that's all Michigan made, USA made by blue collar Americans. It's like a Tommy Boy commercial, right?
Yep.
Okay. I make parts for the United States working man because that's what I am.
Oh,
Stop judging me, bro.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm so so happy you pulled that one out. Oh, that is amazing.
So I think we kind of covered this, but what drew you to
Totally pulling at you right now and looking at all this stuff.
all their stuff? Yeah. What drew you to the ZR2 over, say, like an established Tacoma? Like that we know has parts everywhere and that we know is an overland capable vehicle.
I think it was the diesel was the big thing.
Okay.
That's what brought me there. If they didn't bring that truck out with a diesel, I don't think I would have bought one.
And then 589 would not be here.
Right.
It'd be so sad.
It'd be just a whole different world. And do you like that little diesel? I mean, it sounds like you bought two of them, so you must like them.
Yeah, they were great. I didn't have any complaints with it until the one let go. And
Okay.
I think it was just a fluke. It just got the bad one.
Okay. And there was obviously no help from the dealer, or was it because you had already modified it, you're out of luck?
Yeah, we had a lot of modifications on it.
Okay.
So,
What was the tow rating like on that? Would you tow a TJ with it? Would you tow something like a Samurai with it, or was it too little for that?
so our first one was just an LT,
Okay.
and I towed my two-door JK with it.
Okay.
And it was impressive for that, too.
Was it sketchy?
Not at all.
Okay. That's fair enough. I've been looking for a truck, as you probably heard from the past 30 episodes, and I don't know what the hell I want, but I don't really need a full-size truck in my life other than to tow my Jeep a couple times a year. And we were down at AOAA in Pennsylvania recently, and some dude had a two-door TJ he towed with his Z71 diesel Colorado, and he said he loved it. He towed it through the mountains in New York, no problem, and I'm like, wow. It's pretty impressive for a little truck.
Yeah, and you get the exhaust brake and all integrated trailer brakes and all that stuff with it.
Does it sound cool, though, when I exhaust brake?
No, not at all.
Oh.
Like all of a sudden you just pull a Mack truck sound out of that little
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Oh, no, I don't think that's how that
I want
works.
the people to know what I got.
It sounds like you picked the wrong gear, so it sounds.
Super high rev for no reason. Got
Is it one
Yeah,
of those things
yeah.
where the first time it happens you think something broke, or does it actually sound okay?
It's not too loud, so it's not too bad.
Okay. So I've been in things when all of a sudden, like, the fan kicks on for the first time. I'm like, what just happened? Like, this thing's turned into a jet engine.
It's about to eat
Yeah.
itself, right?
We're going to
That's
die.
the JL for sure.
Yeah. So where have you taken your builds to test them? I know you're adventurous. I've seen some of your photos on the gram.
So right after we swapped in the second diesel, I mean, I had 5 days to get that motor in it and running, and we drove it all the way to Glacier National Park in Montana.
Okay.
And then, just drove straight there. As soon as I got it done, I loaded the car, drove straight there. It's like 30 hours for the other.
I really respect your commitment on that one.
So the wife was super happy.
I bet.
Super confident in this.
Yeah. So we stayed there for a little bit, and then we headed down to Rocky Mountain National Park, and we did some wheeling around there in Colorado, which was a good time.
Like the passes and stuff?
We didn't go down there. We were more north, and they're just running up in the mountains and
Okay.
stuff, and more tight technical trails.
Cool.
Yeah, it was fun.
That sounds pretty rad. And that was just with the Z71 or the ZR2?
That was a ZR2.
Okay.
You're really not selling the diesel, though. I'm just saying.
Well, I mean,
I really liked it.
He's
That was
50-50.
just a bad one.
Okay. that was a fluke.
He said it was modified, so that might be his fault.
Oh,
That's a good way to say it was my fault.
we can go back
Yeah.
and talk to Eric about how that fails.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we had Motor C Diesel on a couple weeks back. We'll go ask him, like, hey, how do I put a window inside of a ZR2 diesel motor?
I think he kind of covered that a little bit.
Yeah.
Just give it to us. We can do it for you. Free of charge.
Yeah. Put the parts in the pan.
It's a 589 exclusive modification.
Yeah.
We'll put a magnet in the oil pan to collect everything.
You got Jason over here shopping.
I'm like looking. I'm like, man,
His wife's looking for a new truck, so I'm not sure if she's gonna be getting a
she's
Ranger
got
now.
a little ways to go, but yeah, I don't know. That's possible. Man, you did.
I do
make
like the Ranger, too.
You did make that Ranger look pretty badass. Man, it was like the hidden winch mount.
Yeah, it's gnarly, isn't it?
That looks so good.
It's very gnarly.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
so
Yeah.
now I have a crew cab Ranger since I
Okay.
got rid of the ZR2. And so I got, it's on 3-inch lift, 35, just regular old steely wheels, and got the hidden winch, all of our skid plates on it, and a soft topper on the back.
You love them soft toppers because I think your ZR2 had one too, didn't it?
Same one, swapped it right over.
Really?
Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
That's pretty He likes that safari look, I guess.
I like it.
Yeah.
No, I'm down. I kind of like that safari look.
You're in that Australian stuff too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went down those paths.
Australian rabbit hole.
Yeah.
And you were, I think, the one ranting on one of my posts about how much you like that 10-speed in the Ranger. Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it just works well. And the turbo motor works great, too. It's like
Is that the 2.3?
like driving the diesel Colorado with more power.
Oh, that doesn't sound
Is
too
that
bad.
the 2.3 liter?
Yeah.
Is that what that? Okay. My brother's got the same one, but in his Mustang.
Not the one he brought over here today.
No, not that one. No,
Oh, wait, no,
the
that
other
was
one.
way
no,
gooder.
my brother, not my brother-in-law.
Oh, got it. Like, that thing was like 700 horse or something, dude.
Yeah. No, but you know what? I've driven it. He didn't want me to, but I did. And
He's learning about it now.
well, no, he was with me.
Okay.
Yeah, he was standing too close to the car and had his key fob in his pocket, and the car started. I'm like, you can either go with me or
We'll see how far it goes before it shuts off.
all the way. As long as you don't shut it off, you're good. And no, it was pretty good. I imagine it's a good motor and truck. Keep it nice and light.
Especially with that 10-speed, it can always find a gear.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And then,
I mean, with 35 stock gears, it drives totally fine.
wow, okay.
Now I know they have factory rear locker, right? As an option.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are they coming? Do they have something for the front available yet, or?
Yep, so ARB makes air lockers for front and rear.
Okay.
The rear axle is actually the same as the JL, Rubicon.
Really?
So just different bolt pattern and width and stuff, but internals are the same.
Oh, that's interesting.
Isn't the front like an 8.8 housing?
No, that's F-150s. I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they
This
still are.
is another new Advanced Tech Dana axle. It's really small, like clamshell aluminum housing thing.
Okay. Is that the one they're putting in the front of the Bronco? Do you know?
I think all of them but the Sasquatch one.
Right. Yeah. The Sasquatch gets the bigger. Yeah.
That
I know
gets
what you're
the
talking about.
same as a Rubicon front,
Yeah.
but
It's like
IFS style.
right. It's like an IFS Dana 44.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think, was it now? It's almost like an IFS Dana 30, but not.
Okay. But not.
But not.
Right. And I know that they're supposed to come out with that Tremor edition Ranger,
The Ranger.
which is supposed to have front and rear lockers, I believe. Or front limited slip rear locker, something like that.
That would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Well, because I think that's what the Super Duty Tremor has.
Yeah.
I think the front is like a limited slip.
Mm-hmm. That'd be a cool little truck to be able to go in and pick it up off the lot, like front and rear lockers, like ready to go.
Yeah. But
30
basically-
MPG.
Yeah, basically go right there with what the ZR2. 'Cause
Right.
That has all that same stuff.
Mm.
Be able to compete with that.
And walk out with 30 MPG and a warranty on a truck you can wheel. Like it's pretty that's pretty rad.
Yeah, you can basically go anywhere here anyway.
Right.
It'd be kind of hard pressed to not unless you tried.
So how do they do? I mean, how do they do off road? And I've been driving Jeeps since I was 16. My only foray into something real was I had the
So basically, anything with IFS is an amazing ride for you.
right. Yeah, well, I had the F-150 for a hot minute,
Right.
and I had the WZKL, like the 2007 Grand Cherokee.
So is that a WK or something?
Something. I don't know. I didn't like it.
No lockers.
Yeah.
Pretty too soccer momish.
So other than the length and stuff, I guess for me, I'm used to being able to zip around trees. How do they do in the trails?
So our biggest testing ground is Drum Island,
Okay.
and we usually make it a family trip or something like that. And so we run every single ORV route we possibly can on the island and test everything there. So we just did it this last Labor Day with the Ranger, and I followed around my father-in-law and his Rubicon, and yeah, we went everywhere.
Okay. Somebody had like a Ruxor too, didn't they?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Like I remember seeing like a gnarly little rock crawler thing looking up there too.
Yeah, so I got my rock stores on fabricated 9 inches and 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's gnarly, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How is that thing? I've never actually talked to
Good.
anyone who has one. I don't know
It's-
that you're a good
it's
like
not
test
small.
since you're a little more
It's the
built
same
up.
size as like a YJ or a CJ. It's not small at all.
Okay.
So I think even a CJ windshield will bolt right onto it.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty similar. I knew that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how much they varied. What was the did you do a lot of custom fabrication on that as well, or did you find like a lot of CJ stuff actually just swapped over?
Yeah, so pretty much nothing fits with a windshield.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
They changed
Everything.
everything else like just enough where nothing really works.
Oh, that's too bad.
That's stupid.
But similar style. So you get a
Right.
fully boxed frame like a YJ or TJ. It's actually a little bit thicker and a little stronger, which is nice.
Okay.
The interior comes like bed lined already, which is really nice.
And those are diesel right out of the gate too, right?
Yeah, those are 2.5 turbo diesel.
Oh,
Okay.
cool.
How is that thing power wise?
Stock, it's terrible. 60 worse.
6-0?
Yeah,
Samurai power right
Yeah,
there.
buddy.
yeah. So I have a tune on mine, and it's making like 90, I think.
Okay.
Blowing the tires off.
Yeah.
It's a great crawler, though. It just idles through everything.
Okay.
It's pretty
So
good.
And then with
done a little gearing.
so with 40-inch stickies too, it just goes everywhere.
40-inch stickies, fabricated 9s, and a 2.5 turbo diesel making 90 horse.
Yep.
Put it in one, let her eat, and just walk
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's a good recipe for going anywhere.
You can get out, have lunch, and it'll just keep doing its thing.
Right. Yeah.
Climbing Marblehead by itself.
You can go anywhere, just
Yeah.
nowhere fast. That's awesome.
Well, it's cool that your concern is like bringing the family too. That's pretty awesome because it's the way you keep everybody involved. I mean, I know Jay, his family wants
Yeah.
no part of it.
Now I'm past that.
Yeah, but
I might as well just get it.
I remember, was it you in the full size or was somebody else in the full size at Snowfari that one year?
So it's Joe, my brother.
Yeah, so he had like remember the little like 3-year-old driving the truck sitting in the driver's seat?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's super cool that the whole family wants to be involved,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, if you can maintain
Yep.
that, that's
Yeah.
awesome. I might as well just get like the 1-seater Razor at this point.
Well, it's awesome for him until he's got to start buying more rigs.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that does. Well, and the same way, though, that's kind of awesome if you can keep them into it and you can like,
Give them your old rig.
yeah,
move up.
you're working on it with them.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Here's the keys to the Ranger. Dad's moving on to
Yeah.
something cooler.
right.
Yeah.
Where I'm just the guy who goes in the garage and gets dirty every now and
Yeah.
then.
What's Dad doing out there?
Oh, he's always doing something.
Yeah. My daughter's 3 years old, so you get her in the Roxer or the Razor or the truck, and she doesn't want to get out.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
You don't know anything. Well, you got the one that likes to ride the quads.
Yeah. She goes with me. They've all gone with me at some point.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got one who'll ride a quad. Such is life.
So you got any big plans coming up? Like I know, EJS is a big thing for Jeep people. I know we're a Jeep people, and now you're a truck people. So what's big for you guys? What's popping off that we got to look forward to?
So we have the More Expo coming up in February.
Okay.
It's really the biggest thing we have planned, I think, that's going to be business oriented.
That was the
We might try
Missouri
and-
Overland, right, or something like that?
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Overland and Off-Road Expo.
That's right. There's 2 O's.
How is that one? Is that a pretty good show?
I haven't been yet.
Oh, all right.
Be their first year.
Well, let us know.
Yeah,
If they
I hear
ever
good things.
lift travel restrictions, maybe we'll come with you.
Right? They were loud.
Yeah, right. The work still says I can't fly, so I'm out. I'm not driving Missouri for a weekend trip.
Yeah, that's a bit much. It's a bit out of range for a weekend for
I might
us.
fly down there. I'm not driving.
Yeah, I'd rather drive.
Really? For the
Yeah, I
weekend?
like to.
Like for a 3-day
Oh,
weekend? Oh, you're
Wherever we're
hardcore.
going, I'd rather drive. Yeah.
That's hardcore. Like I would drive for if I was down there for a week,
Yeah.
but
Then the driving is the adventure.
right. Instead of the hindrance. Like we got to get there. Like we drove to Moab. We drove straight through to Moab, and we only had like a 4-day, 5-day trip planned, and it was like 2
Yeah.
days we're driving
Yeah. Slept for all of 7 minutes. Too excited, like a couple children.
in the dinosaur parking lot in Colorado, whatever that place was.
Whatever that gas station
Sinclair.
is. Yeah. I didn't even know those were real. I thought that was just in cartoons or
I always see
something.
them on American Pickers.
Yeah. Again, I thought it was it's just some made up gas station or something.
Right. He's not even want to go outside. I've got their 589 shock sliders
Yeah, I knew you had those.
on the wife's truck.
Yeah.
That's like my
Have
only.
you slid your shocks on anything
I
yet?
don't know. It was the only model I was allowed to do because I won them at Snowfari. I was like, babe, I got them. They're cool. But I'm starting to get
so
her.
excited to get them on too. I remember that.
I'm starting to get her because she was like, hey, my tires are starting to wear down. I'm like, yeah. She's like, I want something beefy. I'm like, well,
Thornbirds.
if we do like a 3-inch peak design lift, we can put some 33s on there and it'll look really good. And she's
Yeah.
like, but I want it to be beefy and cute. I'm like, well, I don't know how to do that. Like,
I don't know what that is. What is that? I'm
not-
so confused.
I've about got her talked into a rooftop tent for it because she's now asking if it'll work on both of our rigs, on my JK and on her Colorado. So we can go to the beach and camp out. I'm like, yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
Well, if you keep cooking steak in the parking lot of the hotel, you'd be good.
right?
Oh, he is good at that.
Yeah. Yeah. I've done
I think that's a good Christmas gift. I think that's what you should do.
the rooftop tent,
Yeah.
589 bed cage rooftop tent,
Merry Christmas.
KC MRAC,
Look what I got for you.
37-inch crawlers.
Have it all set up outside with a big red ribbon on it, like the Mercedes commercial.
Come in all frostbitten from farting in the rooftop
You're like,
tent for the
"I got
first time.
It's outside. It's expects a new car. And
Yeah.
it's the rooftop. Oh, that's so nice.
She just walks back in the house, giving me the finger.
Goes back to bed.
Right. Oh,
Yeah. What could go wrong? Everything.
yeah, right. Hate you guys.
I think I think I'm up for it. I think you're good.
Think you're good? Think it's a good idea?
Yeah, I don't see.
I'll call Ken when we hang up, and I'll see if I can get a rooftop
Worst
tent on the
case, you have a rooftop tent to sleep in.
way. In your driveway. Hey, Jay, I'm coming over. Can I get an extension cord up to my tent?
So you wake up Christmas afternoon, like, what is going on out there?
Yeah, what is up with that?
Oh, the wife's like, why is Jim sleeping outside? I'm like, I know why.
Yeah, he got her a
see
tent
that,
for
See
Christmas.
that tent? See that red ribbon on it? That was a Christmas gift.
Just like buying her a vacuum. Here you go, babe.
Why is Jim in the yard? You see how awesome that truck looks? That's why.
Right.
It looks amazing, but
Check out that 589 rack.
I was trying to talk her into that bumper so hard. I'm like, we have all these deer out here, babe. Your whole front end's plastic. If you hit a deer,
It just will not hold up.
you got to have this bumper. And she's like, but but why? I'm like, because to protect your car. And it looks beefy. You want it to look beefy.
I mean, that was like the sole reason for that bumper too. And it was, I did the same thing when I built a bumper for my JK. You do like the grill hoop and you tie it in. And it's like, if I'm going on a long trip, I don't want a deer strike to take me out halfway through.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to Ohio and it's all flat and you smoke a deer and you're stuck in Ohio.
Yeah. And the deer get a lot bigger as you go further west.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they become much larger ungulates as they get out west.
What was that word?
Ungulates, I think. That's what they're called, right? Like hoofed creatures
don't know.
that don't chew their cud.
I don't know. I hope it's right. If not, the internet will figure it out.
I think a hoofed creature doesn't chew its cud is an ungulate. It's like a deer, elk, moose.
I don't have near enough information to argue that, so sure. Sounds good to
I
me.
think I fell asleep with the Animal Planet on a couple days ago.
Learned all sorts of stuff. All right. Fun fact of the day. Not sure if it's a fact, but fact checked.
So now that we're deep into the rabbit hole, what else do you want to talk about?
We've covered slaying Bambi with her bumper. Or whatever that word was. I'm not even going to try.
I couldn't even spell that. No.
Yeah, forget about spelling that.
It starts with a U, I think. It's about all I got.
I'm not even going to try to say it. I might offend someone. Some other country or something. I don't know.
It's just one of them fancy words that has probably silent letters in them.
Yeah, right.
One or two. I'm sure there's one or two in that
Oh,
word.
you really? I don't even know how you're gonna Google that. You'd have to get close in spelling it. Oh no, your search history has got to be just a mess. Anyway, moving on out of the rabbit hole. What else you got going? What's coming down the pipeline, man? What vehicles are you looking at working on next?
So Silverado is going to be the next one. We got skid plates coming for those, shock skids, bed racks, and we're kind of going back and revamping some of our earliest products, like the hidden bumpers on the Colorados and stuff. So we're going to go back and give those a refresh update.
Okay.
Make them cooler.
All right. Anything for like Ford or Dodge?
So our new bed rack is kind of universal, so it kind of fit all of them.
Okay.
We do have an F-150. I don't know how far we'll go into it, but
All right.
Well, they have Sean call him because he's trying to turn his F-150 into an Overlander so he can tow his Jeep and have something to sleep into.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay, I was wrong. Deer and elk are cervids,
Okay.
if that helps
We
anything.
fact checked
Yeah.
that one.
I had to
and
fact
we
check
were
it.
wrong.
I can only spell unglued, and that's not the right thing for ungulates, so I'm going to give up on that for right now. I'll post it later. I'll post the answer in our story later.
Oh, it'd be a questionnaire. Did you watch the show? If so, what is this word? Why did we talk about it?
Off-Road Garage and Random Animal Facts podcast.
You never know. Technically they are off road,
They are definitely in their four-wheel
true.
drive.
and sometimes when you hit them on the road, they go off road.
So you were talking about the full-size, the Chevy Silverados. Are they just, and then I don't want to say regular as an insulting term, but are they like the more base trucks or the trail bosses we're talking about that you have?
So we have an LT, which is like the mid-range, just
Okay.
regular truck, most common.
Okay.
And then we do have a Trail Boss now too.
What is there a difference? Is it worth the extra cash flow if I'm looking at a truck? Is it?
Yeah, I believe they do some weird stuff. I believe with the Trail Boss you can get the 10-speed trans, where the LT is just like the 8-speed. Yeah, they do weird stuff like that. And then you get factory leveling kit at the front.
Okay.
And yeah, it comes with better tracks and fancy black wheels. So you could build the LT into a Trail Boss, probably cheaper than buying one. But if
Okay.
the 10-speed trans is a big thing for you, then it's a good way to go.
I can tell you're in product development, not sales, because you're like, yeah, those fancy black wheels, Like,
Fancy black wheel.
Yeah.
not like high gloss off-road packaged wheels. Like, you know.
Chrome lug
I'm not
nuts.
in corporate sales.
Right. So we got the wife's little Colorado's got like electrical gremlin. It keeps blowing out taillights. So every time,
Colorado thing.
is it a Colorado thing?
Oh yeah.
Awesome. Okay, I can just tell her it's normal. Leave it alone.
Oh, it's fine.
So, but every time we go, I like walk around the dealership, like what's cool, and I saw a Z71 Tahoe, which is actually kind of cool looking. It's like a
They're
lifted
kinda cool.
Tahoe, like with the ZR2 cut on the bumper.
Oh, okay.
It's actually kind of cool. Like I was like, I could probably drive that. Be like my adult wagon.
Until you see the sticker.
Oh, it's just as bad as a ZR2 or a Trail Boss.
Yeah, they're pretty expensive. But no, I love the AT4 Yukon and the Z71 Tahoe. I think look great on this new year.
That's right. AT4 is the GM edition of their off-road package, right?
Yeah, and they come. I think both of them come with air rides. You can adjust them up like 2 to 3 inches or something.
Yeah.
What? I did not know that was a thing. Learn something new every episode.
That's why Servid.
Wait, what?
Servid.
Let it go.
You learned what a Servid was today, and now you learn about air ride. Look at you,
Now-
two things.
On the only one I cared about.
Look at the big brain on Jay. Only one I cared about. I hate you. Oh. All right. Well, is there anything that you
Air.
want to cover, Jay, that we think we're missing? I don't want to like keep anybody, but
I mean, no. I think it was. Dude, anyone wants to check it out, I would definitely check out the 589 Fab. That is
it's a good. They make good-looking trucks that are well put together without being gaudy.
That Ranger is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I was googling that, like the ZR2. I mean, you make everything look good, and again, like we said in the beginning, I think it's great to kind of get out of a little bit of the standard Jeep and Toyota crowd thing. Do something a little bit different. It's nice to see like those guys buying the Rangers, guys buying like the full size Chevys. There's actually stuff for them that's a little more overland off road, like pushed, not like the fancy. I want everything. I saw it was like the big bro dozer the other day, where it's like
Right.
like just ridiculous.
Put all the JC Whitney catalog on it.
24-inch wheels with mud tires, rubber banded on there, and everything's powder coated white. Like that's cute.
Well, and like being this close to
He also had his LEDs on, so
Detroit.
he's already not my fan.
we've got to support the big three. I mean, I know being this close to Detroit, like my father-in-law works for GM. Your family's all Ford people. So knowing that there's an option, if like I get a ZR2, I can actually do something cool to it versus just having a run-of-the-mill truck.
Right.
Or having to go buy a Toyota to bid all the cool bumpers for it.
I guess
And
that's what I mean. You know what I mean?
down
like,
the road.
especially like you said, being here with Big Three. A lot of people, have the uncle, father-in-law, whoever who has like the, employee pricing.
Yeah, name the
and
plan.
And you kind of get down the I'm kind of brand loyal because and
I
then
just saved $10,000. Yeah.
right, yeah, exactly. And then to be like, man, they don't have like I didn't know they had a hidden bumper or a hidden winch mount for a Ranger. Like it looks awesome. Like it looked very well. Like
Well, they didn't have it until 589 did.
exactly.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm saying, to know that, like, oh man, I'm stuck with this Ranger and all my friends are going off road, and then you're like, oh wait,
They got that hitch mount bumper winch in the back.
check me out now.
Yeah. I'm
So,
looking forward to
that's
the
cool.
secret stuff he was talking about that was like
Coming
on the way.
on the way.
I can't wait to try to pirate onto
I
my
can't
wife's
share
truck.
that yet.
Well, if you need test vehicles, we're good at testing things.
Can't wait to.
We're going to have to come up with some winter testing here at the snowfall.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite time to go play in the woods.
It is his favorite time to test things.
Yeah, favorite time to play in the But I can only imagine like, hey, this is Thomas from 589. Can I borrow your wife's truck? Hey, babe. No, it's gonna be a really cool part. I promise.
Super great.
Yeah.
We only have to drill some holes.
Oh, yeah.
As long as it's not
problem.
one of those stinger bumpers. She hates stinger bumpers. I'll be okay.
Yeah, that Ranger was such a fun build, though, flatbed. And
Oh, dude.
just we're trying to get that all together for Overland Expo East, and it just turns
It's so
into almost a nightmare. We were up till 4 a.m. the day we were supposed to be leaving.
that's
and,
when you know it's going to be good.
Right.
Yeah. Well, it's always, what, Expo's in 3 days. Okay, what if we wrap the truck in vinyl and make it blue? And everyone's like, no, that's a terrible idea. I was like, well, I already ordered it, and it's on its way.
Perfect.
Like,
We're
anybody
going
can
all
have a
in.
white truck. I want to make this
Executive
blue.
Right.
decision.
And it was
kind of like a Ford Grabber blue almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So kind of matched
Yeah.
the Mustang.
Yeah, it looked awesome. Looked really good. And someone with a flatbed.
Oh, dude.
I don't know why.
It's the most impractically practical thing I can think of. Like, I want one, but
Yeah.
what am I going to do? Put my groceries in the back? Just slide off the bed.
You know, I can only imagine like the engineers and all the designers and everything. The big three are like, they got the clay molds and they're getting these body lines all straight just for guys like us. Just rip that bed right off, and the most rudimentary flatbed welded on there with some.
That still looks amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and made it better.
That was my screensaver for like 6 months at work. I'm like, maybe I'll get a Ranger.
I know you've been tossing around a lot of ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the flatbed too. And it's gonna kind of conflicts with some future stuff we have coming, so I haven't really moved forward with it yet. But I would like to get back to it and kind of finish it out.
Yeah. So do you still have that truck, or does somebody in the 589 family have it?
Nope. So I traded that in, and
You
I don't
traded it
remember what
in
we
like
called
at a
it.
dealership. Like what did they
yeah,
say?
so we took the flatbed off.
Oh,
and
okay.
put it back. So it still has all of our skid plates and winch mount and everything. And a local guy bought it and actually took it up to Drummond Island and sent us some pictures on it.
Okay.
Okay, good.
I think you're onto something. You think there's we're gonna ruin it on the internet as always. Is there like a market for like mid-sized flatbed? Can you just make those?
I mean,
Yeah, there's a few that are imported from
Africa, right?
Australia.
Australia.
That makes sense.
I'm like, South Africa and Australia have all the cool trucks. So
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I wonder if that would I don't put a
what you do
flatbed
is
on everything.
you get a 589 flatbed.
Uh-huh.
Then you drive it to Maine. You get a mainline overland camper, and you have like the baddest little truck on the planet.
Sold.
10-speed, 35 mpg. You can sleep in the back of it.
Yeah. Why do you need
See,
a
that's
house?
what I want.
What can you
Now
possibly do with a
over-
house?
Over rooftop 10, I want something with hard walls and a roof.
Yeah, so
Ooh.
you're not in the food chain.
Yeah. And you feel a little bit safer in the rooftop 10 because you're not on the ground. But
Right.
All right. Here's
You hear
here's what I'm
the
thinking.
bears snorting around.
Yeah, that's a problem once.
And you can at least lock the doors and be inside of it. Like, you feel like you're safe in a camper. You feel a little better about yourself.
I think you need
Yeah.
the flatbed and then have like the modular hard-sided camper that like slides on and locks on.
Like the Kimbo.
I don't know. Do they already have that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a Kimbo that
I'm
goes on.
retarded.
It's like a big, like an igloo shape, and it is a cab over.
Okay.
Pretty rad, but like,
Yeah.
10 grand, 12 grand. And like, I got to drive around like a turtle all the time in my little truck.
That's what
Yeah.
I mean. You should be able to take it off.
Yeah.
Like those, the sliding campers.
Right. Don't put all the ideas over the air. Call 589 yourself and get something going.
Yeah, that's true.
Just
Yeah,
get
I
your
like throwing
people
all the
call my
ideas.
people.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got their number now. We can call them.
Yeah, I'll just call you. I'll tell you, and then you can call them, and then it's like I told my people to call you.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, that's how it works.
I'll call his brother.
Yeah.
Hey, tell Thomas that we talked and this is a
Yeah.
good idea.
We had a great idea, and then we spit it out on the interwebs, and everyone has it now. Perfect.
So, where can people find you if they want to come check your stuff out?
Oh, 589fab.com is right the website where all of our products are. Or, we're all over Facebook, Instagram. We have a small TikTok page with nothing on it.
Oh, which
It's
site
there.
was that?
TikTok.
Oh, dude, I want to see you guys do like the new body dance from Megan Thee Stallion, and I would die. My wife showed me
We
this.
are
It's
not
hilarious.
good dancers.
You don't have to be. That makes it even
And
better.
that's what makes it amazing.
Yeah, like carrying around like a skid plate mount, doing the dance. It'd be so rad.
That'll be the new challenge. You have to challenge other businesses.
Challenge
like
other
it.
business. We got
I
this 40-pound
like
skid
it.
plate, and we're dancing, holding it. Like, what's up with you guys? Oh yeah, there's
You
stickers
know, we
right
did.
there.
We challenged Dr. Death Wobble to a burnout, and I still haven't seen it from him.
What?
I'll have to,
Yeah.
we'll have to get with him on that. That is not right.
What were you trying to get him to burn out in? The Chief or that turd bird he had?
Whatever he asked.
Okay.
No. Yeah, you can probably do that.
I'll go try it at my TJ when I get home and be like, burp, and I'll be it.
That's not the sound it's going to make. I hate to bring it to you. It's going to be a broken sound is what it's going to be.
We have a good video of the ZR2 doing a nice four-wheel drive burnout.
Four-wheel drive burnout?
Oh, yeah.
What were you chained to?
a box truck.
Nice.
Was that the 5.3 one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I saw that video. It was pretty rad.
Nice.
Yeah, we had to put the some old stock tires on it to burn up.
This makes sense.
Yeah, you don't want to burn up the nice ones.
Product testing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Checking the mud flaps. See if they deflect anything.
Oh, absolutely.
Powertrain abuse test.
Powertrain abuse test.
I like it. We're good at that, by the way. If you need help, we abuse powertrain regularly.
My favorite part is, Jason's my builder. Like, I'm the shop. I'm not sure you know or not, but my skills in the shop are really good at getting you beers and getting you wrenches and stuff. So Jason built my TJ suspension, and we took it to Moab. And, everything I hit, he would, wince. Is my weld going to hold? And then by, day 2 or 3, I'm smashing into rocks. He's like, I built that! I did it!
You see that?
So now he thinks he's Moab tested.
Yeah. Built.
Yeah.
Solid.
Before 589, I did some welding for a local guy on his Ultra 4 car. And it was welding the bearing cups to the rear axle and stuff like that. And then watching him race it on the live feed, I was like, oh my God, I just really hope the wheel doesn't fall off or something.
Right.
That's so stressful, man.
Or if the wheel comes off, it's it's not your fault. Hopefully it's a wheel failure, not my welding.
Right. Yeah. You don't want your weld to be the reason I got lost. It's the same reason for us. I don't want to be the reason we have to walk miles back
In the desert.
listening the whole way and just silence.
Yep.
Yeah.
I said I was sorry.
Well,
Oh.
I think we can probably call it. We've got
Okay.
all the information out there. We know where to find them on the internet. We know where to find them in real life up there at Drummond Island, testing out their rigs. And we're going to get a call to go snow wheeling pretty soon. So
Sounds like a plan.
It sounds like a win-win. We appreciate you coming on. We wanted to help support some Michigan businesses. I'm glad you had time to hang out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, no worries. And hopefully we'll talk to you guys soon. And hopefully when I see that new product drop, I will put on our Instagram so everybody else can see it too. I'll be very excited for it.
Yeah, we'll share it.
It's pretty cool.
We look forward to
I
it.
love how modest he is.
I know.
It's pretty cool.
It's gonna be pretty good.
It's pretty okay.
I'm excited
It's
for
okay,
it.
I guess.
Okay. Well, I think on that note, we're out. Hit the music.
All right, man. And we're out of here.